What's good, y'all? It's Gas, and this is how you make beats for PlaqueBoyMax. Let's go. I know I'm kind of late to this tutorial because Max already dropped 5 Forever however long ago, but we still making this tutorial. My favorite song of the whole project is probably Savan or Seven, however you say it, but we gonna be making a beat in that type of style. Let's go. Alright y'all, so it's Gas from the future, and I just totally forgot that I was a tutorial YouTuber and I did not talk while making this melody, so I break it down at the end when I'm done making the melody, but y'all just stay tuned. I'm sorry, stick with me. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna edit this, but I kind of just locked in and made the whole melody. So I don't know when you're seeing this, but I'm about to break down this sound. So for the first sound, I grabbed this polyphonic line preset in Triton and I laid out these pretty simple chords. And like I said, this pattern's really nothing too crazy. As you can see, it's the same 2 bars just repeated over and over. These melodies really don't gotta be nothing crazy. As long as it's catchy with a little bit of swag, you are good. And then I threw some shaper box on it. I grabbed this full Beat Break 2 preset and slapped it on, and now it sounds like this. That gave it a nice bit of bounce, but I thought it needed some more body to it, so I went up into Hive and I layered the same exact progression with this SD Warped Waves ARP sound, and now it sounds like this. And then I had this lead melody stuck in my head, so I went back into Triton and I grabbed this D-Tune leader preset and laid out this little pattern, which is the same thing repeating every 2 bars again. So we got our short catchy lead, but this needs a longer lead, so I grabbed this tri-stack preset from Xenology, just another lead preset, and then I had pretty much the same thing repeating, just cut out this last note right here for a little bit of bounce, and it sounds like this. And then I wanted to give the melody just a bit more body, so I grabbed this filter envelope key preset in Xenology, and I laid out this 2 chord pattern. Again, it's the same thing repeating every 2 bars. This is like the same exact chord that we started with in the first pattern, and then this one's a new chord, but it's pretty much just following the same progression. So you guys will see, it sounds like this. Now let's throw some drums on this. All the drum sounds I'm gonna be using are from my new kit that I just dropped. It's $10, and even if you don't got the money for that, there's a free demo version. I'll leave both in the description. I just finished with the drums. I'm gonna break it down real quick. So first things first, I added in. Then we got this 808, Ramon 808 for my kit. Again, $10, cop now, BeatStars, link in description. But yeah, not a whole lot of notes going on. I would say the most complicated thing I did is at the end here, I put the last note up an octave, but other than that, I was just putting down the bounce that I felt. Then I put down a 1-step hi-hat pattern, which is literally just a 2-step hi-hat, double timed. So I just duplicated them over. And then I randomize the velocity so that it doesn't get like super repetitive, and to randomize the velocities you just do Alt R. And then the clap pattern is just the most basic clap pattern ever, just with like 1 or 2 accent notes thrown in here and there. Then I had the super simple snare roll, which if you guys are starting to see that these are all pretty simple patterns, it's because the bounce carries these beats. You don't need super complicated drums, super complicated melodies, super complicated patterns. The bounce is the most important thing for these beats, so you want to feel the bounce. Then I added in this little Congo sound, just accenting the clap. Then the open hats, I had these going in the same place as the 808s for the most part, just because it sounds nice. And then I added this chant, pretty quiet in the background, just the same place repeating every single bar. So all the drums together sound like this. You know the beat's tough when the drums sound good by themselves, bro. And this is everything together. Start digging into your butt. So I finished up arranging the beat, nothing too special, but I'm still give y'all a breakdown. So first things first, I cut out the drums at the end of the first 4 bars. And just added these 2 little DJ scratch sound effects because I thought it sounded cool. Sounds like this. But outside of that, like I said, nothing too special. Had a volume automation to just make the audio fade out at the end for a nice little outro. And then just a few breaks in the drums and stuff like that, and taking out some sounds just for variation. You want to keep the arrangement interesting so people want to keep listening and it's not super repetitive. And that's gonna be the beat. So it's Gas from the Future again, and usually this is where the video would end, but I ended up recording me cooking up a second PBM type beat, just because I wasn't really satisfied with that first one. So y'all are getting a 2-in-1 tutorial here. This is gonna be a lot less talking, a lot more business. Let's get it, let's go. So I'm gonna start the melody with a 1 shot from this Misagi kit. So I just finished up the arrangement. I'm gonna break it down real quick for y'all. Let's go. So the first thing I did was I chopped up our original pluck pattern. As you can see, this is the OG pluck pattern, and this is the one that I chopped up. So it sounds like this, all chopped up. So the way I usually like to do my arrangements is I'll cut out the drums in certain parts just because it gives it a nice variance. And then of course I'm constantly changing what sounds of the melody are playing just to keep it interesting. But yeah, outside of that, not too much going on in the arrangement, just this automation clip to make the volume fade out for the end, and that is the beat. Thank y'all so much for watching to the end. Leave a like, it helps out the channel so much, like y'all don't even know. Also subscribe if you haven't yet. We're trying to get to 6K, and make sure you comment down below what other tutorials y'all want to see. This was more of a Savon tutorial, but if y'all want to see more of like a sample jerk tutorial like Max usually does, then I'll definitely get on that. But anyways, I love y'all, I appreciate y'all. This has been Gas, and I'm out. Peace.